Welcome back. We have some news coming in from Supreme Court, where the top court has refused to entertain a public interest litigation that had been filed by 10 social activists, including John Dayal and Najib Jung. They sought guidelines to curb what they termed as constitutionally unbecoming speeches by constitutional functionaries as well as ministers. The petition had named the chief ministers of Assam, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, accusing them of hate speech. The CJI was hearing the matter, and he told the petitioners and those representing the petitioners that the petition selectively targeted certain individuals. Let me in fact go across to my colleague Harish for more on this. Harish, the Supreme Court flagging what it described as selective naming on the part of the petitioners, though the court did acknowledge that hate speech was a worrying trend and that it was in favor of issuing broader guidelines, but it was against the selective naming of certain individuals in that petition. Take us through the details.
Yes, precisely, Siddharth. In fact, the Supreme Court pulling up Kapil Sibal, saying that allegations against selectively chosen people and allegations against and other people against other people ignored. This is not acceptable. They should be fair. So Supreme Court has refused to entertain plea filed by 10 activists, including John Dayal, Harsh Mandar, Najib Jung, against BJP CMs of Assam, Uttarakhand, UP and Madhya Pradesh. PIL in fact named the chief ministers, accusing them of hate speech. PIL had sought guidelines to curb constitutionally unbecoming speeches by constitutional functionaries and ministers. Slamming the petition, the Chief Justice Suryakant told Sibal, amend the petition, remove the allegations against individuals, come with principles to be laid down by the court. Also in the petition, we can see selectively chosen persons. Remarks by others have been ignored. With selective chosen people and allegations and other people ignored, this is not acceptable.
Okay.
They should be fair. But Supreme Court said, yes, we agree. Political parties must foster fraternity. There should be some restraint. But
Sure.
This is not the right petition on which we can lay down guidelines. Supreme Court said, yes, all parties, especially before elections, must uphold constitutional values, mutual respect, self-respect. Yes, of course, the issue is serious. So
Okay.
it was a complaint filed by social activists, including John Dayal, Najib Jung,
Right.
that sought guidelines to curb constitutionally unbecoming speeches. But the Supreme Court has asked Kapil Sibal to amend the petition and come back and focus on what principles the Supreme Court should lay
All right,
down.
Harish, we'll wait and see as to whether or not the petitioners now revisit what they had filed and whether or not they submit a new petition afresh. We'll wait and see if that happens. Many thanks for the update that you've given us. Let's turn our attention